My name's John Stanley, and you are watching Reality Check TV. You better be watching.
So we got the man of the hour, Mr. John Stanley of Creature Features, and this is Creature Con 1 that you've set up.
Oh, we're going to con them more than once, but I think you're right. Yeah, right. Yeah, this is the first time that we've had something with this name. We've made a lot of personal appearances over the years in different locations throughout the Bay Area, but this is the first time we've had an event named after ourselves, I guess you could say.
So I guess all those appearances went so well, you decided to do a full convention just about Creature Features.
I guess you could. It's kind of an odd place for a convention. Normally that would be in a big hall. Yeah. We're in a movie theater, but I guess there's nothing wrong with that idea.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be the new WonderCon of the Bay Area one day soon.
Yeah, maybe so. So what kind of stuff we got going on here? What are we going to see today?
Well, there's a lot of footage of Bob Wilkins, who was the host who preceded me, in 16 millimeter. It was shot on various locations. A lot of it was shot down in Hollywood. Bob would travel on junkets. He would go to LA or the location sometimes of a screening for a film or a shooting of a film. And he'd interview the stars or the producer, directors, whoever happened to be there. And then he would come back and play elements of these interviews on his show. So what I believe Tom Wersch has put together is a collection of probably the best moments from these interviews that were done primarily in the mid to late 70s. And many of them are major feature films that are being covered, and the stars who were in them.
And boy, were there quite a few moments. And you've got your own booth here and your own stuff. You have a new book out you're promoting too, aren't you?
Yes, it's called The Gang That Shot Up Hollywood. It's a love story about my love for the movies. I was a writer for the Chronicle, San Francisco Chronicle, for 33 years. And during that time, I covered movies and television. That was my specialty. And I had exclusive interviews with Robert Mitchum, James Stewart, Clint Eastwood, Chuck Norris, Lauren Bacall, Jane Russell, the intellectual of the group, the two and only Jane Russell. And I decided to try to take some of those interviews and put them into book form. And I kind of updated the stories, put them into a new format, and the book has 750 photographs, as well as 18 original sketches and caricatures that were done just for the book. I'm quite proud of the book. It did fair in the bookstores. It did. Over 3,000 people have downloaded it as an ebook, which is nice. I'm an old-fashioned paper guy, and I hope it's perhaps the first in a series about the people I met during my career. The reason I think all of these people are here, and even the reason that you might be here, watching Creature Features back in the days before cable television, where you had to be home to see it. There was no VCR unit to record it on. You had to be at home, so you watched it with your family, your loved one, brother, sister, and that became a nostalgic time of your life that you don't forget. Ray Bradbury, I was talking to him about this once, and he described it as the sense of wonder. A show like Creature Features brings that sense of wonder alive within you, and it never quite goes away. Don't let it die, for gosh sakes. Let that child, it's the child within us that has revealed to us all the wonderful things of life and how we respond to them. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, and that sense of wonder was always there when I was back then and still with me now.
Good. You haven't lost it.
Yeah.
Don't let it die.